Hey, YouTube people. Okay, so if you've been following my YouTube, I'm really sorry. Well, like, I'm not sorry, but like, yeah, you'd probably be like, what is going on? Like, what the fuck? Pardon. Um, anyway, so I'm like okay now. Like, I'm like not okay, but I feel like there's other things that I want to talk about in the world, like how we're all kind of a victim to society, whether people want to admit that or not. Like how when we watch the television and all of that stuff that I don't understand. I don't like technology. I like to stay away from it because it I feel like I'm worried that it does subliminal messaging, like all of that stuff that people hear about, and you're just like, yeah, man, yeah, whatever. Well, I don't. I honestly, I start getting headaches. Like, I'm getting a headache just from sitting in front of the TV. I mean, this computer thing all day. I get headaches around technology. Um, uh, and, like, people would rather judge someone else than evaluate their own self. Like, it's okay to admit you're like, shit, man, they got me. Like, they fooled me. Um, like, if you find yourself acting, like, in a low vibrational way because, the whole plan to control the world, I'm pretty sure, is to make people function at a low vibration, so they can't access their higher self or higher information because they're like just constantly like sad and worried about their ego. Because I'm like I suffer so bad from that because you are your own worst critic. So no matter what you do, you're just like, it's not good enough. Like you are always good enough. Like it's hard to see yourself through your own eyes. Like when you see yourself through someone else's eye, like the way I see people, like I see the good in everybody. It's just when they turn the other way, you're like, oh, what is it? Like, what are they gonna do now? I don't know. I just had some weird experiences with humans. And like some people, like I swear, there's full-grown adults, but it's like so childish. Like it's like everyone's a child until they wake up. Like they're just immature. Like even if they're like 50 or 60 years old, they act like they function on a very immature, just a show, just immature and nasty behaviors. I mean, we all make mistakes, but yeah, and like judging people on like they're just fine. Like I don't really like to judge people. I like to kind of like when someone has an idea, I'm like, oh my god, cool, and like work with them and like just like just being like open to their opinion on things and like learning from them. Like I'm always constantly learning. I'm never like I know everything. Like there is always more to learn. And I love knowledge. I'm obsessed with like I'm a bit of a nerd kind of, but normally I'm not this awkward, I guess, but due to some weird spiritual shiz at the moment, like I'm just a little bit loopy. Uh, and I find like people who aren't fully switched on, like they're like I know people just get lazy. Their minds wander. People need to learn to live in the present, like Buddha. Because when you live in the present, then you're like fully living in the moment. You're not focusing on anything else. You're not like what's that nigga doing? And pardon, like that means like homie. Like what's this person doing? Yeah, and like I am not racist at all. I'm not judgmental at all. I don't even have an ego, as you could see on that video before. Like if I really had an ego, wouldn't I have like dressed up all like I don't know, like I didn't even have any makeup on, so I was like, I'm just gonna put that in black and white because I was having a breakdown. and like just be real with people. You know, if you have a problem with someone, go to that person, find that person, be a responsible adult, and sort things out, or move on. It's like find the next exciting adventure. Go and do whatever else you plan to do with your life. But yeah, I know one thing I really relate to is music. That's really helped me. Some of like the songs that I'm really loving at the moment is like Press Tag by Jessie J. And like I love Birdie, I love her songs. I do love my metal music, all of those screamo band kind of things, and like old school rock and punk, like Good Charlotte, all of that stuff. And I love like rap music. I am such like if you saw my iTunes, you'd be like, what is good? Like, like I swear I'm half a dude sometimes. Um, um, and not really. But yeah, and I love dancing and just being weird and creative, and I don't know, just people like just be yourself, like just half of what I'm saying is not going to really make sense, and I'm just blabbering. But yeah, I've been really sick too. I've got like such a head cold, like my nose is so runny, and I've just been coughing up shit. I feel like I'm being told to run away, and I don't know where to run to because I don't have any money. I feel like passing out all the time. Like I'm just exhausted. I'm so tired. I'm scared. And yeah, and like I'm tired of being bullied really, really badly. But I feel like maybe like even like I don't know, like I feel like what I'm going through is like I don't know, I don't want to like I don't know, like maybe like I don't know, people are I know me going through this ascension thing, like I feel like this is like what Jesus went through or something, because like he wasn't a Christian, he was like a teacher of love, and like Krishna and Buddha, they all like taught love, and like I'm pretty sure they all knew about all of the chakras that I tried to teach people, like all of your chakras. That's what I've been studying for ages, and I feel like that's kind of how the world is controlled, maybe. Like, the people who are in control of the money and all of that shit, they are in control of people's chakras, and, like, they tap into people's, like, like, all of their chakras and, like, put blocks in them, and that's why they need to get healings and, like, get all of their chakras awoken. So, yeah, so that they can just be their best version. And, like, people are, like, we've lived, like, most people have lived, like, heaps of lives before, and, like, it's like every life, like, every person comes with like soul lessons, like lessons that they need to learn to become their more mature, wiser version. And yeah, so it's been very, and one thing that I really want to be able to do is, like, astral projection, because apparently there's, like, other realms of existence and all of that, and, like, astral projecting is, like, one of my goals at the moment, but I haven't been able to do that at the moment, so, because if I could astral project, because that's what most Earth Angels do, is they can astral project, so then they can, like, suss out the world, you know, like they can see where it needs healing. But it's so hard doing that from like a distance. So I'm just like really freaking out at the moment because I haven't been able to astral project, so I'm really worried because I just get really tired and fall asleep. And like, so that's really scary for me at the moment. So yeah, that's all I kind of have to say at the moment. And I'm really looking to find other people who feel like they see things from my perspective, or like they're just like alive, and not a zombie. Looking for those people. But yeah, I'm normally way more alive than this, but I feel like I just feel like I'm so tired at the moment, and I don't even know. Like, hopefully I'll get better at making these video things. This is really like slack, but and unorganized. I've like got random pieces of paper that I've scribbled shiz on. And yeah. Hope to I don't know how to do the internet very well, so thanks for watching.